Hi everyone. So today we're going to be analyzing the second to last match I played in the draft, but in my opinion, the most interesting. So this is kind of a mirror matchup where we're both playing Earth Fire and definitely aggro based kind of sorcerer list like Fury Road, but for draft. He got some cards that I didn't have, and I got some more beef than he did. So it is going to be an interesting game for sure. Thanks to everyone that is subscribed to the YouTube channel, and I'm looking forward to doing more videos for you guys. So it looks like we're doing the roll off. Got the 6, that's good. And he got the 1, alright. So I'm definitely getting the play here, pretty sure. So we're deciding mulligans here. I think they're in this game. I get some good plays. I think one thing as we go through, I think I should have gone with more mana. He definitely started getting more mana late game, and I should have probably gotten some more mana too, but I just got greedy with the draws. But looks like we're dropping the first sight. Getting the foot soldier. Alright. Turn over to him. He's gonna draw spell for turn. And putting down another foot soldier. Turn back over to me. Let's see here. What do I got in hand? Got a Violent Lancer there. Playing the land. Nice. There we go. Did not see what I drew off that. Let's see what we got in the other player's hand here. We got Cave Trolls, Border Militia, Common Sense. Ooh, we got the Root Spider. So I did not get any Root Spiders, but he did, and it becomes a big deal later in the game. Played a Desert and pinged my Lancefair for 1, and then played down a Bosk Troll. Drew spell for turn. Got a Cave Trolls with it. Pinged. Nice. So do the 1-2 punch with the Desert and the Violent to get rid of the Bosk Troll. So he's in the tank. He's thinking about what he wants to do. Drawing a spell for turn. Hillock Basilisk, also a big card in the game. So, deciding on when to play the site. Nice. On 7. Drop it down the Cave Troll, I think. There we go. Blocking me off with my Violent, so I can't just hit him for 2 on my turn. Drew a Heat Ray for turn. So, in retrospective, I think I should have done the T-pose, which is avatar and then the 3 sites above the avatar. So I should have played that on 14 instead of 17, in my opinion, just because then I would have been pushing a little forward instead of pulling my site back. It also would have made it so he wouldn't go down the 14 lane. because I could have pinged him at 4 if he put a site there. And I think I put down a cave troll for turn. And so it's his turn. Decided not to attack with a violet, which I think is the smart choice. So I think at this point I'd start drawing just 2 spells, which is fine, but I think I should have kept on ramping to at least 5 or 6, and then started drawing 2. But I got a little greedy with the cards. Pings the middle site but doesn't kill anything. Gets 2 foot soldiers off of the border militia. So yeah, I'm doing the double spell. Got the Avalanche Dryads for 1 resource. And got the boss troll out. So I got cave trolls, violent, and boss troll. So I think he could have blocked with the foot soldier instead of trading with the cave trolls. And I think that would have been better for him. But instead I get to keep the violent because of that. And he does give me both of his foot soldiers, so boss troll on the next turn can attack with that. Attacks sight on 7 without having an issue, unless he plays something on his turn. Deciding on draw for turn. Getting a desert. So another oversight on his spot, on his turn. I think he could have played the red desert over on 14 and got rid of my Avalanche Dryads, but he didn't. So that was lucky on my part. Drew Grey Wolves for turn. Drew a Firebolt off the Sorcerer ability. So Hillock Basilisk, I don't know right now, but I do in a second. Does prevent me from attacking with my boss troll. And I didn't realize with the Amazons, so I'm about to realize it. So he just told me it's disabled. I read it. I realize I'm a dummy. And so I ask him if I could get my Amazon warriors to over there, and he says yes. So I got Amazons at 13, boss troll at 12. And now I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the Hillock Basilisk. So he's got Root Spider, Minor Explosion, and Common Sense. Uses Common Sense to go look for a card. So he's looking at this Amazon Warriors. So he's gonna mirror me with the Amazons. So we're both at 20 still. And I think so he turns to me, but then realizes he can tap to draw Sorcerer. So I also miss a trigger for Sorcerer, I think right now or in a couple turns, and I could have gotten a sight or another card of some kind. So we're just discussing Helica Basilisk. So I was just making sure I could attack the site on 8 with my Amazon Warriors without being disabled. So I play Household Bannerman to bump up Amazons to 6. He defends with the Foot Soldier to stop the 6 attack. And then I think this is when the Root Spider comes down. Drew a card for turn, so he has 1 Dispel in hand. And I think that's an Immolation. Yeah, it's an Immolation. Foil Immolation. Nice pull for the draft. I apologize for the lighting change real quick. I was checking my camera, so yeah, but we go back to it in just a second. Just checking because I was low on battery life at this point during the day. So Household Bannerman's a problem that he's really wanting to get rid of right now. He tapped to get another Dispel, which is not great, especially since I do not have any auras or artifacts in my deck. Pretty sure. So I realized I didn't tap my Sorcerer, so I could have gotten a sight or drawn another card that turn. But I do this turn. And I draw into a Cave-In, which is exactly what I need to get rid of this Helic Basilisk. So I'm looking at that, I'm making sure, okay, I think that'll work. What else can I do with these cards? And I definitely go with the Cave-In here. So he's out. And he played the Root Spider, so my Amazon Warriors are disabled. So I had to answer judge question here, but let's see here. Yeah, so it'll be his turn in a second. I just forgot to tell him, so we're both just looking at route right now, which does happen. So drew a site for turn, deciding where to play the site. Goes for that 14th spot. Puts down the Foot Soldier. I think he Rignigs on the Foot Soldier because He wants to play the Amazon Warriors, so I'm not certain. Yeah, so he's going to not do the Foot Soldier. And I think he immolates my Household Bannerman here. I think he could have used the Minor Explosion. Oh, well, okay, so he wanted the Amazon Warriors, so he did 1+5, so to make it so he uses all his resources. I think I just drew to my second Amazon Warriors. The Amazon Warriors should be untapped, but they're disabled, so it doesn't really matter for the course of the game. So I'm trying to decide if I put down the Amazon Warriors or if I do a Mad Dash here, because I just drew into a Mad Dash, and so I can Mad Dash to the boss troll. I don't think I understood the interrupt rules well, and I don't think he could interrupt on the Amazon Warriors, but I'm not certain. If you want to leave a comment to see if this play is correct or not, let me know. So played Avalanche Rides to get more resources. And then I move there to attack the site. So I think I could have put down the Amazon Warriors to prevent this next 5 damage instead of doing the boss troll in Avalanche Rides play, which might have been better. Because he now has the ability just to attack site 12 without any kind of defense on my part, instead of me protecting my life total there. So he goes for another common sense, looking for something to get rid of the boss troll, maybe? He's looking at the heat ray. Goes with the cave trolls to defend. He's teaching me how to slice a deck. Plays down the trolls to defend against my troll. So do 5. So drew into a Crater Eyes, so now I'm realizing, okay, that mana that I could have gotten earlier would have been nice. Move the Sorcerer to deal with the Amazon Warriors. I think I have 2 Heat Rays and a Firebolt in hand. No, I think Grey Will's there is fine. So do the Firebolts on the Amazon Warriors. And I was thinking, oh, I could have done Heat Ray, gotten the Cave Troll, as well as the but it doesn't matter because he would have known at that point because of how I played it. So I think just deciding if I'm playing anything else or what I'm doing. Unfortunately, I think I don't have anything to deal with the root spider now, so I think I realize I have to use the Crater Eyes to get rid of the roots. So we trade there. Draws into another minor explosion. So I think on this turn I should draw another sight for my turn, but I don't think I do. So he's getting annoyed with the Avalon Dryads that are giving me more resources. So it disables my Grey Wolves. So just determining what I'm supposed to do here. I did draw 2 Beetles, which I think I should have played. So I think I should have played Sacred Scarabs here. On the Grey Wolves, because he's gonna move, because he can't play a Sadot 19 and then play the Stone Gaze Gorgons on 19, and then I could have attacked with the Beetles and killed the Gorgons, but I do not, and instead I play an Amazon Warriors, which is still not a bad play. Now, looking back on it again, he did play Desert, so it would have blown up my Scarabs if I had played them there anyway, so maybe it's a good thing I did it. Unfortunately, at the end of the game, the Scarabs don't really do too much. Playing the Hounds just to defend my Amazon Warriors. So I do have a Heat Ray. I think I should have Heat Rayed my... Okay, I do. Getting down to 8. So I play it towards that Crater Ice at hand. So disabled my Belmont Bowmen, my Grey Wolves, and my Secret Scarabs, as well as my Avalanche Dryads. So I didn't understand how disabled worked at the time. And so the thing is, Avalanche Dryads no longer have a text box of any relevance when they're disabled, so I would actually have been reduced by resources, but we did not know that at the time, so don't flame me too much unless I'm wrong about that, but I think I am right that the Avalanche Dryads would not give me resources then. So use 2 minor explosions to blow up the Amazon Warriors. So, just drew into a blaze. And I think it would have been alright to sacrifice the Avalanche Dryads to get rid of that Gorgon. So what I should have done is maybe moved and blazed my Sorcerer to his Arid Desert, doing 2 to the 2 to the Stone Gaze Gorgons, and then attack him back. But I didn't, so we'll see. 2 minutes on clock, and yeah, I could have gotten rid of the Stone Gaze Gorgons with the Blaze with my Sorcerer, and it would have probably saved me a lot of time. So he plays the Wildfire, and so he's trying to figure out a way to play it, and uses the Salamander to get the Wildfire. So he's getting the Wildfire out. And I think I was too worried about killing my dudes, and I think I should have blazed the turn before. Then I realized I need a site for Crater Ice. Oh wait, no, I have one in hand. So Crater Eyes once goes off. And I think it's an illegal play now, but that's okay. We forgot about it. So he goes down to Death's Door. And his site is Rubble. We just didn't signify it with a Rubble token or anything. We just said, okay, that's a Rubble. Okay, he does flip it over. So I took 3 from the wildfire, killing everything underneath of it. So he gets me down to 8, I think, at the end of the game. But yeah, it does go to tie. We'll watch it. But yeah, I think the Blaze and attacking the Gorgons, yeah, I would have been dealt 2 damage, but then a lot of my units would have been back online, and it would have changed the game a lot. So he's thinking about how to get me down as much as possible. So he plays Border Druids. Attacks me for 3 with the Gorgons. Shoots me with the Dragonettes. There we go. So it goes to tie, which it is what it is. But it was a super fun game. I think in retrospect, the Blaze was a big deal, and I should have played it, even though it would have killed my dudes. They weren't doing me anything because the Gorgons were there, and then it would have activated my Grey Wolves and my Scarabs, which I could have then went attacked with, which would have gotten him closer to Death's Door, and probably changed a couple of his plans. But at the end of the day, it was a tie. It was a super interesting game. I hope you guys also found it interesting. I have a couple of interviews set up for this week, and so I will record those and bring them out in the next couple of weeks. I have Noah, who just he won the West Virginia qualifier for the Courtesan Cup, and he got second place yesterday as of the time of the recording. Not yesterday, actually, the day before that. But he got second place at that qualifier. So, want to talk to him about his deck and kind of just figure out, what's good about what he's doing. So, that will be coming in the next week or 2. And I have Rudosaurus, also known as Archive of the Realm. Hopefully, we haven't scheduled a time to do it yet, but we'll also be doing an interview with him, talking about his YouTube channel as well as his new deck called The Pool Party. So it will be a fun time on the Sorcerer's Quest. To thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Take care.